Hello, and welcome to Through the Monocle. Today we will be discussing and watching Jackie Brown from 1997. As always, I'm your host, Shooty McShooterson, and joining me today it is Grant Skilling. How are you doing, Grant?
I didn't get the intro I was expecting, so I'm doing well.
It is I'm sorry, it's Haley Joel Osment.
Cheers.
Yeah. We had a comment, and I meant to take a screenshot of this on the Pulp Fiction episode. And
I got roasted.
Yeah, he got like terribly roasted. I don't remember who said that. Grant, can you pull it up real quick and tell me so we can shout him out?
Give me about 2 seconds.
One Mississippi, two Mississippi, you are so late, Mississippi. Anyway, the comment read essentially, how did Haley Joel Osment not get it?
Yeah.
And if you've shoot, I meant to get this earlier. I'm gonna find a picture of Haley Joel because this is worth seeing. I will definitely introduce you as Haley Joel in the review.
Okay, so how does Haley Joel Osment not get it by James Stetson?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, James.
Thank you, James. That is James Stetson Bennett for everyone curious.
Yes.
I just saved this. Let's see. Can I pull it? Can I upload it real quick? Because this would be great.
I've got a haircut, so my hair was about that long before I got the haircut.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to point out it's a dead ringer. It is a dead ringer. Anyway, Haley Joel Osment aside, this movie that we're watching today is called Jackie Brown. It stars Samuel L. Jackson, Robert De Niro, and other people whose names I'm forgetting.
Samuel L. Jackson hasn't made an appearance on this channel yet, so
yeah, this is the first time we've ever heard of him.
Sometimes the elements get the best of them. The older penguins know that it's just a matter of time before they call out,
"I'm freezing my nuts off!"
That is the best part of a terrible movie.
Mm-hmm.
That movie would have been fun to do a commentary track on, though.
That would have been awful. That would have been worse than the first two.
It was a better movie than Batman and Robin.
I don't know. All the freeze puns were excessive, but were at least something.
Yeah. Anyway, Jackie Brown, Pam Grier, Samuel L. Jackson, Robert De Niro, and other people. 88, 85, which I think is weird. It's criticized largely for being slow, and it is slow, but that is like the cool thing about it, in my opinion. It's been about 4 months since I've seen it. I've seen it one time. I'm excited to watch it again. Yeah. Grant, before we get into it, you have any thoughts?
No, I'm excited. Grant gave me a couple options. I forget what the other option was for me to pick.
You could have picked The Hateful Eight. You could have picked Inglourious, or we could have done Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, this one, to me, just the idea of the plot was the most like, ooh, I want to watch that one. So that's why we're watching it, because Grant gave me the choice. And Hateful Eight was the other Western, right?
Yes.
We hadn't already watched Django. I might have picked that one, but I also picked Django over that for the Western. So,
and you wanted to see, I mean, you saw a Western that you liked, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, and I believe my comment was, I liked one, so we should probably stop there before we do another one.
Exactly, and I will also say, Hateful Eight, you have to do the extended cut. The extended cut is like 5 or 6 hours long.
Okay, yeah, I made the right decision.
You definitely made the right decision, because the long episode we do is going to be next week, where we talk Kill Bill.
Yeah, this one will be about 2.5 hours.
Yeah, Kill Bill will be about 4.
Yeah.
Woo!
Original. So we're recording this Monday the 20th. We were supposed to record the original Kill Bill
Monday the 20th
today, but calculus happened.
And by calculus, he means scheduling calculus, because we were like, how the heck are we going to get this done?
Now I'm like, how the heck am I going to get this done? But we can talk about that more. We should probably go ahead and get into this. We're almost 5 minutes in and we haven't started.
Which is impressive.
Yeah, I can talk about that if anybody cares during the
The intro. All right.
yeah.
As always, we start on go. 3, 2, 1, go. And this time it worked for me. I'm trying a new thing, so if it stops, we have to figure it out. But I'm doing it in a mini player, so I can actually like control the stuff and watch the movie instead of having to flip back and forth.
That's how I've got it. So
I think I usually stop it and do because the subtitles don't show up in the mini player, and I usually run subtitles, but I'm not today. So, woo! This movie's got a jive. And for those wondering what I'm eating today, it is a hamburger homemade from McDonald's.
and I have got a bowl of Haribo gummy bears.
Hey, it's Pam Grier. And Samuel L. Jackson. That's Samuel L. Jackson?
That's crazy.
Robert Forster.
It's Samantha L. Jackson right there.
Look, it's 2023. You Oh, it's got Michael Keaton in it too, our good friend Michael Keaton.
Samantha Keaton.
Samantha De Niro.
Yeah.
Hold up. We've got a quick tie to Samuel L. Jackson now.
Do you share with the class, aka me, because I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear any of that. You got really quiet and the movie got really loud. Give me like 2
I
seconds.
said, do you share with the class?
All right. Samuel L. Jackson. He's in this movie with Michael Keaton, who is in Batman with Carl Newman, who is a friend of the show.
Okay.
For the record, Michael Keaton played Batman in that Batman.
No way. That's crazy.
Hey, I didn't know if you knew that because I figured you would have tied.
It's almost as if we watched that movie. I know, right? It's crazy.
Nuts. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Let's get nuts. Crazy? I was crazy once.
Oh. So she's walking.
Mm-hmm. We need this to be Samantha Jackson. Just drop a mother trucker real quick.
This movie's definitely like very groovy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking my B riff. Now she's running.
And I think she's in heels, which is even more impressive. That's a long drive to that camp. Holy cow. We've got a scout event in January I'm planning on going to. That's a 4-hour drive.
So what I'm hearing is we need to do a commentary track while you're driving.
No, because I have to drive through Atlanta.
Means the cell service will be great. I way oversalted this. I gotta do subtitles. I can hear you typing.
Cool. Didn't ask.
Yeah, this thing is tremendously oversalted. Like, I've had less salty salt. I do want to point out Samuel L. Jackson has a ponytail in this movie, and that makes it worth a watch alone.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, feet! Because Tarantino loves his feet.
They got him out for free like that? Holy cow.
Yeah. I will say, I thought this was funny. I saw a picture. He starred in a zombie movie, I believe, with George Clooney. And they cast George Clooney because he thought that Tarantino thought that him and George Clooney looked like they could be brothers. And this post I saw, all the comments were like, they're like, Tarantino thinks he looks good, but he really doesn't. And somebody's like, one of these people got to drink tequila off the feet of dadgummit, I knew who that was. I'm forgetting who it was. And it wasn't George Clooney, though.
What's her face?
Thank you. I'm going to look this up now.
She's been in a couple of the movies we've done.
Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it Uma Thurman?
I feel like I remember you telling me it before, and it was.
I'm looking this up. From Dusk Till Dawn. Salma Hayek.
Oh.
One of my this is funny. This is a Salma Hayek story. And it has nothing to do with this movie at all. I was watching Dogma with a friend of mine when I was back in Alabama, and he's like, he's Lebanese, and he says, Salma Hayek's Lebanese. I'm like, really? I thought she was into dudes.
Does that have to be cut?
No.
Okay, so I can't say.
No, you can't use slurs on air. I can joke about how the word Lebanese sounds like lesbian. That's fine, because both of those are words that are appropriate to say on air.
But I can't say.
Bleep. Edit. We got editing to do this week.
No, we don't.
But I can't say, and it's just a bleep.
I'm not doing that
I'm
editing
joking.
with how long
That's
that
fine.
took.
59 for the 6.
I think I just caught the mic mute before that sneeze.
Yeah. No, I heard it. It wasn't too bad.
Did you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I caught the mute.
Mm-mm. Again, I've had less salty salt. Somebody needs to learn to cook.
Small loan of $1 million.
Mm-hmm. I do love how they're just watching gun commercials.
Mm-hmm.
Like Americans do.
And she does not want to be watching a gun commercial.
Not those kinds of guns. Not Beaumont. Again, this is just Tarantino makes cool movies. Like this movie is just cool. I would pay to. All I'm saying is I would pay to watch Samuel L. Jackson cuss.
I got the mute on that one.
I hear it, so. Bless you.
Thank you. Put your mom on the phone.
Imagine having a bail bondsman. Not like a guy you know. You know, with that hat, I think Samuel L. Jackson might be a Francophile. At least we know he knows where France is.
Yeah. Gotta make sure you pronounce the H on that one.
Works for both.
Robert De Niro. This is, I think, the only movie he's worked with Tarantino on.
You're aggressively breathing into the microphone.
The the dialogue in these movies is the best. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sports Center.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
De Niro with a mustache is something else. I mean, yeah.
My man. I don't know how that would not be a violation of just about any probation.
Nah, drunk driving with a concealed weapon.
He had a bunch of registered machine guns.
No. That wasn't the violation. The violation was him was drunk driving with a concealed weapon.
No, they just said that was what he got. That's what they just said.
No. He's on probation for that. The violation of his probation is this. That's why he's looking at 10 years. It's not that big of a deal. It ain't that deep. Actually, I'm sorry. If you don't understand this, you're not going to get the rest of the movie.
Yeah, sorry.
I couldn't go out with a woman old enough to be my wife. Is that Chris Tucker? That is Chris Tucker. Tarantino met Robert Forster in a restaurant and handed him the script saying, "You're going to do this," and that's all there is to it. Forster was thrilled, having had a major career slump. This film saw him come back in a big way, even landing an Oscar nom.
Got that dog in him.
Mm-hmm. That's one way to do it. Good looking out, man. When Pam Grier walked in to audition for Tarantino, quote, "There were all my posters from 20 years ago when I was just a pea and vinegar kid," unquote. She recalled, and I said, quote, "Did you put these up because I was coming over?" And he said, quote, "No, I was going to take them down because you were coming over."
Beneath. Anybody know Beneath? I don't know.
I don't know either. Samuel L. Jackson, notorious for saying MFer in his R-rated films, says it 37 times. As of 2018, it still holds the record for the number of times he said it in any single movie. Peanut Head. I love Chris Tucker. You ever
So there's
seen
a
Rush
great
Hour?
dynamic between the two of them.
Mm-hmm. That is some good eating. Hey, we can really hear you typing.
That's interesting. I don't know why it's more than normal. I'm just typing on my laptop, and I've done it before.
No. You ponytail wearing. Uh-oh. Tarantino likens this to Rio Bravo from 1959, which is one of my dad's favorite movies. He's like, it's a hangout film. The first time you see it, you're waiting on the plot to happen. The second, third, and fourth times, you're just waiting on the hangout scenes. And I think that's what I like most about Tarantino's movies, is they're all kind of like that.
Mm-hmm. They're good movies with, well, I had my disagreements with the first one. Was that this month?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, even that was more just kind of the cohesion and the way it went. But
Yeah.
they've still got good stories. Just I
And
thought
the
that one could have been
dialogue's
structured
fun.
better. Yeah.
Like the characters feel real.
So I was texting someone about his Scouts thing because he used my phone as my webcam. I was doing it through my MacBook.
That's what I'm hearing. Is you're not dedicated to the job.
Okay. I got asked to lead a training at a section event, so I wanted to answer that.
You're like, no.
Of course, yeah.
Screw you.
Which I was also asking, I don't know how to register for that because you're supposed to register if you're a youth under 18, and OA you're a youth also from 18 to 21.
Oh,
And then 21 and over, but that Sunday of the event is my 21st birthday. So I don't know how to register for that.
make sure you register your firearms. That's all that matters.
There'd be a problem if I brought a gun, at least if they found
To
out.
a Boy Scout event?
Yeah.
Man.
I know, it's crazy. It's absurd. Samantha.
Jeez, that's a different woman. That's not Pam Grier. I don't think. I really hope it's not Pam Grier.
I don't think it is. I'm just going back to my stupid joke with Samuel L. Jackson. That's not. I think that's Hattie Winston.
Is you now?
What is that be do?
Other people. Ordell. Samuel L. Jackson. Ordell. Oldsmobile. I had to let go.
Let go of life.
An employee that really needed to let go.
Mhm.
That'll do it.
And he's not dead though, right?
Boba?
Yeah. Because isn't he faking being dead? Because we were talking about earlier about getting in the trunk.
He got in the trunk and then we saw him get shot.
Oh, I was clearly not paying attention at that moment then.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
Oh. Not Marcellus Wallace in Pulp Fiction all the way. What's wrong with eating cheese?
A whole lot, apparently.
Next thing you know, he'll be a peanut eating, cheese headed.
Mhm.
I follow. Legend has it De Niro still claims that N-word. Pass.
Rumor has it, so did I.
Uh-oh. It's Michael Keaton.
It's Batman.
Woo!
Your mom.
Huh. Michael Keaton reprised his role from this movie in Out of Sight, which stars nobody else that's in this movie. Isn't directed by Tarantino, but is based off a novel by Elmore Leonard, like this one is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. That is some money. Money, money, money. 4-7. I like how he just like eyeballed a stack of money. He's like, 50,000. What if I say no? You want to talk to your mom?
I think those good-hearted guys at the IRS.
The best ones.
Sheesh.
Ooh. Oof.
Scotia.
Yes. Maybe. Oh, well, knew you. And once in the back.
Oof.
Well, see, Beaumont was my mother.
She looks impressed.
Whoa. Whoa.
There's some sugar in there. Holy cow. She's just trying to bake some bread or some cake when she gets home.
When my dad went to Colombia, he bought some brownies at a bakery down there. And then as he was leaving, he flew them back here. And as he was leaving, the woman in customs took a rusty screwdriver and poked it through each one of the brownies to make sure they weren't like weed brownies, or really to make sure he wasn't smuggling cocaine.
Eric's up to something wild.
Whoa. On his mission trip to Colombia.
I'm not making that joke.
Mm-hmm. That's like $4,000 more than I've ever paid for bond.
I plead the fifth.
Did it work for you? Because it didn't for me.
What's the 21?
No, the pleading the fifth.
Oh, I plead the fifth.
I like how they recommend 25K. The defense is like, that's fine. And he's like, 10,000. Uh-oh. It's Ordell. Yoel Jackson.
Word L. Stephen Curry.
It's Ordell Yoel Jackson. Mother trucker. Venice. Is it? So to be fair, he was nearly 50 when he filmed this.
Sam.
Yeah.
He looks about the same as he does now.
Exactly. Confidentiality. It's like that. I do love how when Samuel L. Jackson is in Tarantino movies, he's always wearing a wig of some sort.
Mm-hmm. Do you know the Miles Garrett Steelers things from a couple of years ago when he took the Steelers quarterback helmet and hit him in the head with it?
Yes.
So in their game on Sunday, Kenny Pickett's helmet came off, and Miles Garrett picked it up to give it back to him. And the Steelers rookie right tackle went over and said to him, apparently, if anyone shouldn't have that helmet, it's you. And took it from him.
That's hilarious. You know what else is hilarious? Samuel L. Jackson in this movie. This is Samuel L. Jackson's favorite Quentin Tarantino movie.
This music ain't sus at all. Like it's about to lead somewhere.
No. So this is based on a book by Elmore Leonard, but Jackie Brown is a character invented for the movie. That's how much it's based on that book. The title character
Isn't in the book.
is in the book, but Elmore Leonard said this was his favorite adaptation of one of his books.
Where they just said we're just gonna do our own thing, basically.
He said it's the best screenplay he'd ever read.
Mm.
I like Elmore Leonard. He also wrote the books that Justified was based off of.
Mm.
Oh, could you now? $1,000 premium. Imagine making $13,000 a year. You know what I would do with that much money?
Cry.
Of joy. You think I make 13 grand podcast?
More.
She wants to see your ID. The music in his movies is so good too.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be reading trivia. I'm gonna fall asleep. It's so slow.
I just got sent a video by somebody, and I'm.
Ooh.
What is? Oh. Oh, what is this video? Holy cow!
Max Cherry Bail Bonds was a real bail bonds office in Carson, California, and was demolished in 2008. The Hilton.
Because you did.
I say that they wrote the character. Jackie Brown was originally Jackie Burke and was white. Tarantino changed her race solely for the purpose of getting to work with Pam Grier. This is based on Rum Punch, is the movie. Quentin Tarantino considers this movie his first professional directing experience. To be clear, before this, he made Pulp Fiction. Spike Lee publicly criticized Tarantino for the frequent use of the N-word in this movie.
Boo-hoo.
Samuel L. Jackson, previously a frequent Lee collaborator, defended Tarantino in the press. Miramax chairman, everyone's man, myth, legend, the favorite Harvey Weinstein called Lee in an attempt to mediate between him and Tarantino, but Lee refused to speak with him. Lewis and Ordell first appeared in the Elmore Leonard novel The Switch. At age 15, Quentin Tarantino was arrested for shoplifting that book. Is one brush with real crime. In The Switch, Lewis and Ordell kidnap a millionaire's wife only to discover he doesn't want her back, a plot that was used in Ruthless People in 1986. The novel sequel, Rum Punch, in it, Lewis and Ordell complained that the movie producers stole their idea without mentioning the movie by name.
I assume Jackie Brown isn't about to die. Like
No,
47 minutes into a movie titled Jackie Brown.
Samuel L. Jackson shot his scenes on weekends as he was working on Sphere at the time. The casting director's name is Jackie Brown, Jaki.
Nice.
I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson. Woo!
There's not any.
Apparently, we missed a potential Danny DeVito cameo. 2 minutes and 30 seconds in.
Probably below the frame of the camera.
That's just me. Danny DeVito is a very tall man.
If he's tall, Sam's white.
Sam Hartman?
No. Orenthal?
Ordell.
Do you know who I'm referring to? Let me make sure I'm right that okay, I'm right. Everyone's favorite retired football player who is named after a drink.
Sam Adams.
Here's a very public trial.
Arnold Palmer.
OJ.
Simpson?
Orenthal James Simpson.
I know you can strangle someone's butt, by the way. But you
Apparently.
had to go for the neck. Next time I'm strangling somebody, I'll go for the butt. Samuel L. Jackson's just a race baiter in this movie. Seasonal. It's okay. Fair enough. I knew that. Pam Grier is really good in this movie. Tarantino was upset she didn't get nominated for an Oscar for Best Actress. Of course, I would argue she's not the main character of the film. It's about Jackie Brown. But I don't know. Darn. He went solo view on me. Hey, look at him. It's mild-mannered Robert Forster.
I have some coffee.
Coffee. You want some coffee? You kidding me? I'm sitting here.
Barbecue sauce in my coffee.
I'm sitting here with barbecue sauce in my coffee. Talking about the Georgia quarterback. That coffee got him acting a certain kind of way.
His coffee fresh out the machine.
You've heard of French press. His coffee was a chest press.
If anyone's interested, search Carson Beck Snapchat.
Really, search Carson Beck. The Snapchat will autofill. The jail was in your hair? That's impressive.
Mhm.
That's true. That's a nice record player. I've done a lot of research into record players of late. For those of you wondering, that's a true story. For the two of you who are here an hour into this recording, which, by the way, this has been a very quick hour.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just have another 1.5. I just want to point out, this was your idea. Also, I just accidentally made this full screen like an idiot.
Oof.
The Odell Phonics Jr. Off the hills of Dallas. That's like more than $250,000, all in Cuba.
Almost like it's more than anything less than $500,000. It's crazy.
That is insane. You sure?
No.
That's true. I know that because I was Ordell.
Oh, that sugar she brought up from Venezuela or wherever the crap.
Cabo.
Cabo.
Yo.
I had a long weekend, for anyone wondering.
I also had a long weekend, for anyone not wondering. Good, there's no one here. Tell us about the sadness that was your weekend.
I mean, mine was a good weekend, just tired.
I know.
Didn't you watch it and I didn't earlier?
Yeah. It's very possible. In that Chris Tucker is deader than a doornail.
Yeah. Very possible, just like Bill Clinton.
Well, Bill Clinton didn't.
Yeah, he didn't. Just like Wardell didn't.
Well, because you keep going to prison. Going to prison is literally a do not pass go, do not collect $200.
Mm-hmm. It's just like Monopoly.
Darn. Yo, this is more scary than Ordell.
Sam.
Marcellus Wallace.
Not Michael Keaton.
Well, he's Batman. No.
Ray Star Wars. Wait. Is that still in here?
Do
by Palpatine.
Why?
I specifically requested it.
Well, because he sells guns. I will say, watching this now, it is a lot slower paced than I remembered.
You say that, but you literally just said, that was a quick hour. And then you
It
go,
was a
this
quick
is-
hour, but like it is starting to hurt a little bit. Of course, you wouldn't be feeling it. You didn't like Pulp Fiction. Not even Tolly. Whoa! What in the Chris Brown is going on here? Grant,
What?
that is what's known as a bone.
Google Laramie Tunsil NFL draft.
Okay. I just want to point out that is the barbecue sauce on the.
Google Laramie Tunsil NFL draft.
Alrighty.
He was almost the number 1 pick and dropped to about 13 on draft day, like quite literally on draft day.
Jeez.
I'm serious. Google it right now.
I'm not going to Google it right now. I'm watching this movie.
You've seen the movie.
It's been a while and I don't remember much of it.
I think it came out that I think it was his uncle leaked a picture of him smoking for the bong when he was at Ole Miss under Hugh Freeze.
Yikes.
And that dropped him from going first to like 13th overall. And now he's arguably the best tackle in the NFL. And got traded for like 2 first-round picks.
Gosh.
His family also got paid for him to go to Ole Miss under Hugh Freeze.
In strippers.
No, in money.
Which was used on strippers.
No.
Why would you waste money like that? He says like he doesn't remember asking you a daggone thing. That looks like young Kurt Russell or like Wyatt Russell. The woman.
Yeah, so basically at the beginning of the draft, Tunsil's Twitter account tweeted out the video of him that somebody had hacked.
Yikes.
In
Yikes.
2019, they got 2 first-round picks for him.
Robert De Niro is just like, I've never smoked before in my life. 6. Let's go. Like yesterday. As far back as she can remember, she always wanted to screw a gangster. Look at them feet, he says.
So do you want to hear? So do you know the whole Trey Lance trade?
I do.
Do you realize
Allow
just
me to ask you a quick question.
yeah?
What does the Trey Lance trade have to do with the caterpillar that's sitting below De Niro's nose?
I don't know. Would you
Trey
like to
Lance.
hear the players that were drafted from the picks the 49ers gave away in the Trey Lance trade?
Sure.
In 2021, that first round pick was used by the Cowboys to select Micah Parsons, which already makes the trade an L because Micah Parsons is one of the best defensive players in the NFL.
Yeah.
2022, the Patriots used it to draft an offensive lineman who started at left guard for them as a rookie.
2007, they drafted Tom Brady's brother, Bomb
Hold
Brady.
on.
Hiroshima. Oh no.
Hold on. Am I dumb? I thought
You are. And I'm
they
tired.
got. Hold on. Or was that the? Hold on.
That's Japan. Whoa. Grant, stop looking at the NFL and watch this movie. 3 minutes later. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. As far back as she could remember, she always wanted to screw a gangster. What's next? Is he going to shake her hand?
Oh yeah. So the Dolphins used the other first round pick, traded the Kansas City in the Tyreek Hill trade. And they used one of the other picks. They traded up from the 12th pick that they had. Okay, this is what I was thinking. They used the 12th pick to trade up the 6th and take Jalen Waddle. And the first round pick in 2023, they traded the Broncos for Bradley Chubb. So they got two of the best wide receivers in the NFL and a very good pass rusher.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So the 49ers could draft Trey Lance.
Not bad. Speaking of screwdriver, that's what Robert De Niro was doing earlier. You. Fair enough. Like a woman. So we're gonna need two-wooden. Everybody always needs two-wooden. I'm gonna get canceled one day, but not like by a major group, by like my family.
Mm.
Like my future wife's just gonna be like, "What? I hate redheaded
Redheaded stepchild.
Irish, man. They're dying off." And your mom. Speaking of making out. Oh, cool. Farther. She living in his house. Josephine. Which one? Your mom. Whoa.
You're welcome, everyone. How's it going, everyone?
Hi.
I can't hear the movie over that. That's so loud.
Hey, it's Cayenne. Jokes. No. The name of the song playing in this bar after he asks him, "What is she to you?" right here is Bill Withers. Who is he and what is he to you? This is good life advice. Dang. It is really not hard to make men go, well, we can make this work. Now, if I call that number, they're telling me I'm missing like 3 numbers. Why Robert De Niro is in this movie, I don't know. Because he's not like doing much.
Does he know?
Money.
Francisco Lindor bought Jeff McNeil a Ford Bronco for winning the batting title in 2022.
Wow.
Is that Jason Derulo?
Jason Derulo!
Jason Derulo.
Yes. Samuel L. Jackson.
What's up with him?
With his.
That's not what I said.
Uh-oh. Like the lead Sting. He's you too, right? I'd walk off with the money. Well, it is somebody's life savings.
That's a good reason. Yesterday. Thursday. Which one? Would you do it?
Or would you let it slip? Yo.
His palms are sweaty, knees weak. We're getting sued already.
Whoa. Currency. $500 bills. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You, sir, are an idiot.
What did I do?
No, I'm talking about him. He's dumber than this gummy bear.
Alex.
Oh.
Let's see. Samuel L. Jackson was also in Out of Sight. Who was he in Out of Sight? Oh, he was uncredited. This is Sharonda. Remember, she's country.
Gone country.
Back to her roots.
Sharon James.
I almost feel like eating.
Well, and now she gets up and walks away.
Been hit by him. Been struck by him. A smooth criminal.
She ain't got none. Sharon James.
Sharon James.
That's pretty good.
She's got the same bag. Question is that they just pull LeBron to Miami back to Cleveland.
Yes. He's getting the right idea. Yeah. You know what else it could do?
What?
Not work.
You know what else it could do?
What?
I don't freaking know.
Everybody's listening to the oldies, or as they call it in this movie, music.
Get the popcorn.
Whoa! With barbecue sauce on his
On his wings.
on somebody's wings. He sort of looks like Robert De Niro. Your mom. It's a nail file. In Huntsville. Your mom.
If you make another your mom joke, I'm actually leaving. And not coming back.
Dang. This one right here. Mm-hmm. He is a good sailor. Uh-oh. For real this time.
Couple of them Lucas to lax. Laxative?
Lax security.
From a certain point of view.
Mm-hmm. The role of Winston was originally written for Shaquille O'Neal. But Shaq's agent told him to only pursue leading roles.
What year was this?
97.
This would have been when he was in the NBA for like 2 or 3 years, probably when they recorded this. Because I think he was drafted in 93.
Yeah. But it was actually written for Shaquille O'Neal. That's a true story. But so Shaq wanted, but his agent wanted him in leading role, so he ended up leading Shazam or Kazam, whichever one. No dip, you are. Well, maybe he's in a dry spell. But look at him. He looks like Robert De Niro. This is one of those movies you just kind of Jimmy John Jets.
Cash, you say?
Mm-hmm. That's what she said. She said that. Apparently, we have a team hike in the morning, so we're going to alternate carrying the injured guy on our backs.
Is that actually a thing?
True story. We're doing that so speed and agility. Well, kept your butt out of jail.
Yeah.
I feel like this movie would have done better if it was an actual sequel. Because like, there's a lot that's set up that we just don't see.
Mm-hmm.
or that is a payoff to a setup that we don't see. Don't get me wrong, love this movie, but still. It's just very
So is there money in both bags then?
She put a little bit. She put 50,000 in that bag.
The first one?
Uh-huh. And then she's hoisting this one. That's like more money than my house.
She also left the bag in the changing room.
Yeah, but that bag's a decoy.
Hmm.
This is a heist film, Grant.
Yeah.
They're hoisting the money.
That just reminded me of a funny moment I'll tell you about after the recording. Because I don't want to say it on recording.
That's what you don't want to say on recording? Wow, we only have 45 minutes left to go with this. We'll be done before 9.
9 your time. Yeah.
Yeah. 7:30 years.
Realistically, we've got about 40 minutes left.
Yeah, and then review. This one's been kind of a dead commentary. But it's okay. Nobody watches more than 3 minutes of these things.
That is probably true. I haven't checked the most recent one, but
if you see this, please comment that Haley Joel is Monster Sore Loser. And as a reminder, I meant to do an edit. I suppose I could do the edit now. Hold on. Oh. Obviously, she never met us.
Never met you.
I appreciate that.
Don't worry, I got you.
I have made the edit, Grant.
What have you done?
I can't show you until later.
Can I please see it before you post it?
Nope. You've given me permission to see your. This is a picture you sent me and is currently on our Much Talk website. That I have.
I know exactly what picture you're talking about.
You do. So maybe I will show it to you then.
Wait, kill my girl.
He killed Melanie. Dang it.
I've got a different picture you could use, but it could just cancel it. Yeah. Have I sent you that picture is all I'm going to ask.
Is it the one I've lost?
No, it's a picture of me
Mm.
when one day I was bored as I was shaving and decided to do different beard and facial hairstyles. And there was one that was the last one.
I know exactly what it was.
Have I sent you that picture before?
Maybe.
Because I know of like one person that I've sent that picture to.
You might have sent it to me. I honestly couldn't tell you.
So right now I feel like we're seeing just 3 different timelines of the same thing that just happened.
Sort of. 3 different perspectives. It's not timelines.
Well, that's what I meant. But
We're essentially seeing where the money goes. No.
oh, I can see where this is going. He's going to grab the bag out of the dressing room. I would guess at this point.
I can't remember.
Smooth criminal.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Do I hear ho ho?
Dang it. It's Christmas time.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, there is $500,000. All the currency used in this movie, by the way, is real money.
Wonder how
Usually-
much of it got stolen.
None, but like usually when they're doing movies, it says for motion picture use only, but Tarantino thought it looked fake. You know why?
Because it is.
It looks fake. This film received a 15 rating from the British Board of Film Classification, the only Tarantino film to do so as of 2020. Every other one has received an 18 rating. I don't know how this one got a 15.
I don't know
because-
what that means in terms of
So
scale.
think PG-13, but a little harder.
Mm.
With all the swearing in this movie. I guess
Uh,
I guess
Not
swearing
only
was just
not only swearing.
slurs.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying Robert De Niro.
That wasn't that bad. Like you could just about show that scene on TV.
Mm.
Nothing graphic about it. Like obviously you know what's going on, but they're both wearing clothes where it counts.
Mm.
Well, where it counts, as you can see. Well. Ain't he holding $50,000? I mean, 500.
Or is that 450?
I guess it is 450.
Pop the cap.
Yeah. Well, he only shot her 2 times, not 3.
Mm. He didn't have to do it.
Oh man, I accidentally didn't shoot Melanie in the face. That's a Pulp Fiction reference. This is the second film Robert De Niro and Samuel L. Jackson were in together. Goodfellas. Because Samuel L. Jackson was in Goodfellas for about 35 seconds before he got shot dead by Joe Pesci.
Why would you say that?
Oh man, somebody shot Marvin in the face.
Oh man, I shot Lewis in the gut. Out of context?
Yeah, how do you know what that looks like?
Out of context. That's Sam, you okay, man? You spend too much time up at county?
Sam, you a little gay man?
Whoa.
Would that make Samantha Lebanese?
No.
I'm waiting for you to get it.
I know exactly what you're saying. Is it raining outside? Yes.
The answer?
The Daily Double. Should have called Batman. He's like, so I was sitting there, barbecue sauce.
No, he can't afford it anymore. It is Samantha.
She's Lebanese. They're known for being strong, powerful women. Well, how would you know? No. Did you see that text I sent you with the Ted Lasso quote? Bless you.
I said the cough. Yes.
Can I get real a second?
No.
Forget my meal a second? Sit
No.
down your beer and tell your buddy how you feel a second?
No.
I thought you'd appreciate the Hamilton reference more than you did. We lost over there. At least not with the clothes on. That hair cracks me up.
She is high as a kite.
I think she might have been asleep. Excuse me. Should have been Shaquille O'Neal. Break out the peeping. That is just smooth. Chris Tucker. I call you back. Again, movie's so daggum cool. Forever.
And ever.
And ever, and ever, and ever. You me.
No.
Please check your phone.
I hate you. I take it you read the text I sent you.
I was just referencing the song. I have seen the text you sent. I forgot right now what it says though.
Not a big deal. It's like 7 of them. Not huge deal. We'll talk later.
I did see them. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Tell me why.
I told him all he had to do was abuse her, but no. You like this movie, Grant?
It's been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you like Tarantino's style. Get the Trump. Now, the astute of you watching will notice that gun was empty. See, there is nothing in that gun. It was you. I thought she was yawning.
Try not to touch the mic like that. It doesn't like that. Please stop.
No.
Whatever you're doing, we can hear.
What do you hear?
Scratching. It's back.
Oh.
Maybe it's the movie then. Well, no. He's flat out on the freeway, drying in the sun. No dip. Well,
Rest in peace, Samantha.
with the hair and all.
3 days later,
He rose from the dead. It's Samuel L. Jesus. A little. This is where Grant draws the line. He's like, premarital eye contact, we're out. Haley Joe's like, no. No. Aggravated murder.
Oof.
That's a performance that'll get you nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I don't know why. He's good.
Yeah, I don't know what best supporting though.
Like, I wouldn't say. I mean, maybe Robert Forster's British, but that's about the only thing I could think of that would like really count that as acting.
Yeah.
He just kind of existed. Wow, that's like Boy Scout language right there. She was the third brother of 5.
Dear mom.
Your mom.
In fact, the Eagles or the Chiefs are playing currently.
I know.
And guess who's not there?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in Argentina or in Brazil.
Mhm.
One of her fans died.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Well,
If you wait, you'll see the post-credit scene where Michael Keaton becomes Batman. Grant, what'd you think? You like it?
It's a good movie.
All right. Well, I guess we should break into the review.
if you're here this far, thank you.
Also, we owe you like $1 million for sitting through this. Well, hello, and welcome to Through the Monocle. Today we will be reviewing Jackie Brown. As always, I'm your host, Grant Ingram, and joining me today, it is Haley Joel Osmond. How you doing, Haley? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Actually, it's Grant Skillen. I couldn't tell the difference there. I clicked the wrong thing.
How are we
Sure.
doing?
Get I'm laughing because of the GIF I just sent to a friend, but I'm good.
Good. First off, you called it a GIF. That's
Correct.
Incorrect. Secondly,
No, it isn't.
side by side of Haley Joel Osment and Grant Skillen. As you can see in this image, Grant doesn't have a beard. And in the image to the left, he grew a beard.
Gosh, that picture was like
2.5 years ago?
no, that was at least 3.
Couldn't have been.
No, Grant, I know that would have been like February 2020.
Jeez. No.
Yes.
No, it couldn't have been February 2020. We didn't start the podcast till July of 2020. That would have been February of 2021.
No, it wasn't, Grant. Because I could go into detail as to why I know.
I know why you took that. I remember when you took that picture.
Well, clearly not.
You
You remember when I
shaved the
sent
beard.
it?
Yeah, well, you sent it to me, and we put it on the website, but you had just taken it.
And that website didn't go up for a while.
It would have been February 21. You're right. I was thinking of I wore that same hippie costume to the same thing in 2020.
The difference being in this one, you had a mustache, and that's why I remember that picture.
Yeah, that's
And we didn't have a podcast in February of 2020, so like, yeah.
I was thinking of the first time I wore that, not
not when you took that picture.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Again, just for a side-by-side comparison. Skillen on the left there with the beard.
Okay.
Haley Joel Osment there on the right.
Okay.
For those of you who didn't watch our last episode, which was the watch-along commentary, we had a commenter who
We
asked
did.
why Haley Joel Osment didn't get Pulp Fiction, and my honest answer is I don't know. You have to ask him, Haley. Why didn't you?
He ain't here.
Daggone it. We can hear you typing.
Oh well.
All right. So we just watched Jackie Brown. We are currently 2 hours, 39 minutes, and 10 seconds into this recording. Grant, what did you think of Jackie Brown?
It's a good movie. Yeah. It's been a long weekend for me.
It's Monday.
It's a continuation of my long weekend.
Going into the long weekend, you just had a long weekend.
Yes. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's well written. I mean, it has Samuel L. Jackson in it.
It means it's his favorite movie automatically.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson makes any movie great just because you can put him in there, have him say his classic line, and it's funny.
His classic line being MFer.
Yeah. Then if I could, English.
Well, if you weren't so busy doing calculus last week, it might be easier. Ladies and gentlemen, we are recording on a Monday night. We usually record on Wednesdays, but somebody had calculus, which meant I had to do scheduling calculus.
We were going to record tonight anyways. We were just recording something different than we were originally going to.
Yeah, we were gonna record Kill Bill Part 1 and 2, which is gonna be fun.
I don't know if fun's the word I would use to describe that, but all of the actors are good in this movie. At the end, we were talking about we didn't know what was the guy's name?
Robert Forster.
Robert. Yeah, we didn't know if Rob necessarily deserves the best supporting actor, but still very well acted, very good movie. The twists throughout it are cool. Rip Orenthal, but yeah.
To be fair, he didn't win it. He got nominated for it.
Oh, even that though,
to
say that's not to say he's bad or to throw any shade. It's just I would consider the supporting actor this Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, I mean, you can have multiple supporting actors.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that all Robert Forster really did was look wistfully into the sun, kind of like this.
Here comes.
While listening to some R&B.
Mm-hmm.
Best supporting actor nomination right here.
Yeah.
Woo. Like, he didn't even fake cry.
Yeah, he just
was there and he was a normal dude. Man was Ned Flanders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, Michael Keaton is in this movie, which means we now know everyone in this movie by tangent.
Grant's just gonna mention that anytime he can.
Samuel L. Jackson is a friend of a friend of a friend. Which is cool.
Yes, Robert Forster and Robert De Niro look similar, and I could hardly tell them apart for most of the movie.
Really?
But I don't know how much of that is me just,
Robert De Niro had a mustache the entire movie.
Okay.
Until the end, where he was wearing bright red.
Oof.
It's a good movie. It's a slow burn heist movie. Which is exactly the kind of movie everyone wants to see a commentary track about. And if you want to go see that, be prepared to listen to nothing for about half of it, but go check out the other video.
Yeah. So Tarantino very specifically wanted to work with Pam Grier on this movie.
Yes.
And she said that when she walked into audition that there were posters of hers from 20 years before. I'm not going to use the exact description that she used. But she recalled saying, did you put these up because I was coming over? And he said, no, I was going to take them down because you were coming over.
That's the kind of person Tarantino is.
Yeah, he very much wanted to work with Pam Grier in this movie.
Right. And for the record, this is what Tarantino looked like when writing this film.
Okay. Why am I here?
I don't know either.
It's a very good movie. You have any favorite moments?
Do I? That's a good question. I did think it was cool when you got to see, I called it the different timelines, but when you got to see the different perspectives of the heist going on in the dressing room.
Yeah, it's
it
like
was
the
cool.
prestige of a magic trick.
Yeah, and they did a good job of matching the scenes from the different perspectives. So it didn't look obvious that it was shot at different times.
Right, and it didn't look like it was like nothing looked out of place.
Yeah.
It looked like it was just the same scene. You just saw something else every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, good attention to detail. I think Robert De Niro is really funny in this movie. I like the scene where he and Sam Jackson are sitting at the bar, and he's talking about how he screwed Melanie. And he's like, "Is she your girlfriend or something?" And Samuel L. Jackson's like, "So you didn't know that, and you still screwed her?" And he's like, "Yeah." And Samuel L. Jackson's like, "I hope you felt guilty about that afterwards." Like there's some good scenes. There's some good quotes.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
It is, yeah.
I wouldn't say it's as good as Django.
No, I wouldn't say it is. And I think the scores kind of reflect that. I know you had it pulled up earlier, but it's like an 85 and an 88.
Yeah.
Which is still like 88,
But
85.
it's flipped. It's an 88, 85.
Yeah. Which is like, oh, that's so terrible. It's only an 88 and an 85.
Yeah.
But compared to some of his other stuff, it is lower.
It is. I think it's one of his lowest, actually. I like the quote from Samuel L. Jackson. "My butt may be dumb, but I ain't no dumb butt." And then there's, here we go, AK-47, the very best there is. When you absolutely, positively got to kill every mother trucker in the room, except no substitutes.
Yep.
Let's see. There's also a good line where his character's talking about how you can't trust Melanie, but you can always trust Melanie to be Melanie. And I think that's kind of a decent, interesting thing.
Fun fact, according to Tarantino, Michael Keaton tried to talk him out of hiring him for the role of Ray. His whole process was to convince me that he's not right for the role, recalled Tarantino, but he never quite convinced me. Michael's whole thing is to deny himself and to say he's not right.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think Tarantino was right. I think that Keaton did a great job in the role.
I agree. I really like Keaton in this role. I like pretty much everybody in the roles. I love Chris Tucker for the 3 or 4 minutes he's in this movie.
Where I totally didn't see him getting shot.
Yeah. There's I'm gonna have to edit out all
an
the
excuse though, but
we have to edit out all the slurs here. Look, I hate to be the kind of that does a favor and then bam hits up for a favor in return, but I'm afraid I got to be that kind of. And Beaumont goes, "What you mean?" And Ordell says, "I need a favor." If you're watching, you can see my head go. If you're not watching, you can't.
Yeah. Apparently, it was Samuel L. Jackson's idea to give his character the long hair and the goatee.
It's a good one.
It's certainly an idea.
It's one of the ideas he's ever had.
So Samuel L. Jackson in this movie says his iconic line 37 times. This is, I believe, as of 2018, it was still his personal record for the most times using his favorite phrase.
Mother trucker.
Yes.
That hurt like a butt cheek on a stick. My personal favorite of which is Snakes on a Plane.
Did you tell me? You may have mentioned this, but the Honda Civic that Jackie drives is the same that Butch drove when he ran over Marcellus.
I didn't mention that. I never got a chance to. That's the first one that you've mentioned that I didn't mention during the movie.
Yeah.
So it's the same one that Bruce Willis's character drove when he ran over Marcellus Wallace. And I believe the rest of that says something like, "And considering the kind of damage that he did, I'm surprised that wasn't a write-off."
Yeah. Tarantino considers this movie as his first professional directing experience.
Which is fun because this is 3 years after Pulp Fiction. And it's like his fourth movie.
Yeah. Tarantino is a unique character, that I will say.
Yeah, but I will tell you, between you, me, and him, only one person has ever drank tequila off of some high XP.
Like, he's got a thing for him. I mean, it's pretty obvious the second this movie starts.
Yeah, there are.
They got him out for free, is all I'm going to say.
There are some feet. Every movie, he's always got feet.
Yeah.
Which to me, feet have always been like the weirdest part of the body. Like, if you ever just go, that's just weird looking, man.
Yeah. So as Jackie, like during her arraignment, they were playing a song called "Long Time Woman," performed by Pam Grier.
Mm-hmm. Because Pam Grier apparently was a bigger deal in like the 70s.
Mm.
I'd never heard of her until I saw this. I felt really bad about that now.
Oof.
Oof. You know what else is a big oof? My boy Beaumont getting shot. He was the most entertaining thing.
Yeah. While he was there, rest in peace. When Ordell first goes to Max's office to ask if is asked if he has the cash for the bond, he responds, "I got it right here in my Raptor bag," which, even though it's partially obscured, is a Toronto Raptors bag.
Right.
The season before filming, Samuel L. Jackson was frequently courtside at Raptor games.
Nice.
So in other words, Samuel L. Jackson was in the 90s what Drake is today.
A menace to society?
Yes.
Drake, buddy, if you heard this, you're welcome on the show. You know, Drake's a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
And I've been
Sure.
everywhere, man. Oh. It's a heist film. It's a good heist film. I wish it was a little quicker at times. But that part of that is just the fact that I'm sitting in a wooden chair and my butt's starting to hurt a little bit. Like, I like the movie.
Yeah.
It's a very solid movie. And it is a hangout film.
Hold on, I need to look up this movie real quick.
No.
I'm actually using my computer for something good here. Okay, so you mentioned during the watch along that the 500,000 was real money.
Yeah. Same budget for Reservoir Dogs.
I hate you.
I saw it earlier. I just didn't think you would know what Reservoir Dogs was.
That's what I was looking up.
That's his first movie.
Yeah, that's what I was looking up.
With Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, thanks.
Who may be the greatest character actor of all time.
One of the names on the tenant list for Melanie's apartment is Jay Hill, which is a nod to a director named Jack Hill who directed and/or wrote some of Pam Grier's major roles.
Interesting. I figured it'd be a reference to Jonah Hill, who couldn't see out of that bag.
Samuel L. Jackson's other favorite word is used 38 times throughout the movie.
Which Spike Lee was ticked off about. And I think it's kind of weird that Spike Lee was ticked off about it.
Yeah. This is Robert Forster's only Oscar-nominated performance.
Yeah, his career was dead before this. His career was like real dead. Like deader than dead. Like deader than Beaumont.
How dead are we talking? I think we're talking...
Sometimes the elements get the best of them. The older penguins know that it's just a matter of time before they call out,
I'm freezing my nuts off!
I don't know.
I don't know either.
He
was also in El Camino. And he was good in El Camino. He was in Better Call Saul, same character.
But like, I can't really tell you what he did. He's done a lot of work, but I can't tell you I've ever seen him in anything, though he's been in things I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was in Walker, Texas Ranger for 2 episodes. You ever seen Walker, Texas Ranger?
Nope.
You really should. It's a movie or a television show, rather, starring Chuck Norris. The original one is. And the interesting thing about Chuck Norris is when he walks into a room and throws a kick, everybody falls down. True story. Yeah. So would you say this movie passes, Grant?
Yeah.
I agree. Scale of 1 to 10.
4. No, I think with the like IMDb rating, I think like a 85, 88. I think that's fair, right around a 8, 9.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Like,
I
is
like
it perfect? No, but it's still a really good movie.
There's nothing I would change about it except that pacing at some points gets slow. Like, it's too quick to be a slow movie.
So I never minded the pacing. I thought it was fine.
Okay, so why would you knock it then?
I don't know.
See, I'm trying to figure out why I would knock it.
Kicks and gigs.
See, the only thing I can think of to knock it for is the pacing. And there were times I was just kind of like, but the first time I saw it, I loved it. And I love the hangouts. Like, that's just cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about Tarantino. Like, you never feel like this is a tangent and I'm done. But I went and saw Elvis last year.
I thought he died.
Elvis is a fine I hate you. Elvis is a fine movie. It's not about Elvis at all. And so you walk away going, wow, I really spent no time with the character I came here to see. Not a knock on the actor, but like it really is about Tom Hanks's character.
That's Austin Butler, right?
Correct.
Yeah. You can't blame him for the script, just like you can't blame Hayden for prequels. Fight me.
I mean, I wouldn't even say it's a script because supposedly there's a longer version of that movie that's better. The problem is Tom Hanks is in it. And I've never thought I'd say that about a movie. Tom Hanks is in Elvis and it ruins the movie. The movie's about his character. Mm. And even then, though, you don't get to spend enough time with anybody to feel like you get any sort of knowledge with them. Whereas with Tarantino's movies, by the end of it, at least when the character bites the dust, you felt like you knew it.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Like, we got to know Sam before Sam got...
We got to know Candy before Candy ate it.
Yeah.
We got to know John Travolta before John Travolta ate it. That's John Cena.
No, the John Travolta looking around scene.
Oh, I thought you were talking about... I thought you were looking for John Travolta.
No, that's the...
Now you see me. Now you don't.
Oh, well, because Grant's about to pass out, and quite frankly,
I'm crashing.
Yeah, me too. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully, we drop this Thanksgiving week. If not, thank you for sticking around afterwards. This next month's gonna be kind of weird. I think we should get the Kill Bill episode done because at this point, our months start a week late, but that's okay because December is an overflow. We're just chilling. I'm back home for Christmas break. I'm not carrying my podcasting setup. So we're going to probably have 1 or 2 new episodes, and then we're going to run some re-releases that you guys probably have never seen, but have existed for a while. So yeah, that's how it shakes. And if you want to help us do that, go to patreon.com/culturednerd and pay us. That's really all there is to it. You can do all sorts of things, but all of them involve giving us money. Now, if you give us money, you get the bonus content of us having money and the light staying on, or in my case, off, and in Grant's case, not working at all. As always, I am your host, Grant Ingram, and I'm joined today by Haley Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen?
Haley Joel Osteen.
Clip it. Thank you, Patreon supporters. Thank you, Jose and Taylor.
Yes. And thank you, the viewer, for suffering through this with us. We've really enjoyed it. We love what we do for
a dying. And yeah, if you've enjoyed it, leave a like,
For
subscribe.
a dying? What?
Well, we don't do it for a living.
If you've enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, scan the QR code on the left to check out more of the Cultured Nerd. Scan the QR code on the right if you want to check out these two idiots.
As always, we've been the Grants. This is Through the Monocle. We'll see you next week when we talk Kill Bill.